None of that pussy you talking about.
And she knows that.
So you gonna say you ain't know about? So you ain't know about Shay in the movie either. You ain't agree to Shay not in the movie.
I haven't gotten to that.
You didn't agree about Shay in the movie since you raised your pussy ass voice.
It's not raising my
Yes, you don't go.
Trina and Swurv's conversation with Jullian on love and hip-hop. Miami Season 7 quickly turned from a business discussion into a heated situation because emotions started getting involved where things should have stayed professional. The biggest issue with this whole situation is the line between personal relationships and business. Trina and Jullian have history working together, so the conversation should have been about fixing the problems connected to their business and the movie situation. But once Swurv got involved, the energy completely changed.
I'm pretty upset that Trina and Swurv ruined the movie premiere. But I do want to sit down with them and just lay everything out. This time, I'm not letting Swurv just walk all over me like in the past. What's up? Thank you guys for coming. A lot of emotions are high at the moment, but gotta just get everything on the table and see where we're at. I don't know if you all want to start first. You want me to start?
First of all, I came to the premiere respectfully. I was told Shay's not in the movie. I got there, he's in the movie. Now you go to give your speech. Me, the ultimate disrespect is calling me my name and not my marriage name. That was one. I felt like that was done intentionally.
That is Miss Katrina Taylor, a.k.a. Trina.
It's Katrina Kears, a.k.a. Trina.
Excuse me,
Let's be very
that.
clear.
I apologize.
Okay. Second, the last comment is, and I gotta give one more shout out, regardless of how anybody feels. Well, I'm the person that feel away. So I said her, because I felt totally disrespected, totally blindsided. So me personally, I'm mad at that I even allowed myself to get triggered that way, but nobody's not gonna play in my face, especially no bitch like shit. Let's be very clear. Done with it, nothing else to say at all. Baby, do you have anything to say?
This your boy. I only with the you said. Cause it ain't been a time me and you spoke. You ain't make it look like you ain't got no problem with me.
I don't have a problem with you. I'm gonna need
we gonna keep it simple. When I'm asking you a question, that's just question and the answer.
Okay.
You don't know me and Trina married?
I heard that you were married. I didn't know your last name. I have been calling this woman by her name for 25 years.
I don't give a about what you been calling, man.
You asking me a question.
No, because you doing all that fake talking like you
keep thinking that it's fake. That's the problem.
One thing about you, dog, you never hit me in my mouth.
Why would I try to hit you?
And you ain't gonna hit me in my mouth. Y'all don't gotta do that,
I got no reason to hit you.
But you play games like you mind and do all that like, we cool. You knew what was going on over here. How you spin it, how clever you think you is, your old cognizance with her.
One more time.
We addressed that.
I knew you was married.
We addressed that.
I didn't know your last name.
We addressed that. It don't matter.
I didn't know if it was hyphenated.
It don't matter about none of that pussy you talking about.
And she knows that.
So you gonna say you ain't know about? So you ain't know about Shay in the movie either. You ain't agree to Shay not in the movie.
I haven't gotten to that.
You didn't agree about Shay in the movie since you raised your pussy ass voice.
It's not raising it.
Yes, you don't go back to being soft now. See, that's what do. No. Now I'm not being soft. Man, you. That's how I feel. Man. You.
Go ahead then, bro.
Baby,
I wish you would. No. I wish you, yes. Hey, I'm gonna stop.
You don't know about my face, bro.
all that BS that Jullian fed me, straight lies. All that moving forward, all that, you can bet that we will not be working again. My husband was right. I should have never done business with Jullian.
Yo, don't pull up. What's up?
Babe, let's go. It's over. It's done. Okay, let's go. It's over.
I just wanted to talk.
Yeah, let's go. This is done. We not him. You were right. Everything you said was right. I gotta stand on that. I gotta hold myself accountable, so it's done. Nothing to talk about, nothing else to deal with. We not working with him. Let's move forward. Let's go.
I understand Swurv wanting to defend Trina because that is his wife. And naturally, when you care about someone, you want to make sure they are respected. But at the same time, every situation does not need that type of reaction. Sometimes protecting someone also means allowing them to handle their own business. Trina has been in the industry for years. She has handled conversations, disagreements, and business problems long before the situation. So she knows how to speak for herself. The problem is when someone else steps into the middle of a business relationship it can make things more complicated instead of helping. Jullian was there to have a conversation, and honestly, he stayed calm even when things started getting heated. Instead of matching Swurv's energy immediately, he tried to keep the conversation focused. And that is important because this was supposed to be about business, not about who could be louder. One of the main problems seemed to come from feeling disrespected, especially when it came to Trina and how she was being addressed. But the question is whether that situation was really serious enough to take things to that level. Sometimes misunderstandings happen in business, and the goal should be finding a solution, not creating another problem. Swurv getting upset might have come from a place of loyalty. But there's a difference between defending someone and taking over a situation that they are capable of handling themselves. And that is where things became complicated. Because instead of the focus staying on Trina and Jullian fixing their issue, now the conversation became about Swurv's reaction. That can become a problem because when you are dealing with opportunities, partnerships, and business relationships, the way situations are handled matters. Your reputation is connected to how people experience working with you. Trina has built her own name and career. So seeing the conversation go in that direction was surprising because the attention shifted away from the actual problem. Jullian also made it clear that his business connection was with Trina, so the conversation needed to stay there. That does not mean Swurv cannot have feelings about what happens with his wife, but there has to be a balance. Supporting someone does not always mean jumping into every disagreement. Sometimes the strongest support is letting them handle it while standing beside them. This season of Love and Hip Hop, Miami has shown a different side of Trina because there have been a lot of situations where emotions have taken over. From the issues with Shay to now the situation with Jullian, there has been a lot of tension surrounding her relationships. And honestly, the Shay situation still connects because a lot of it came down to communication and how quickly things escalated. Shay tried to have a conversation, but emotions got involved before things could actually be worked through. Now with Jullian, it feels like another situation where the conversation became bigger than the original issue. Sometimes it is not about who is right or wrong. It is about whether the reaction matches the situation. The way you handle conflict can completely change how people view the problem. If the conversation stayed between Trina and Jullian, maybe they could have worked through the misunderstanding faster. But once things got heated, the original reason they were talking started getting lost. That is why business and personal relationships can be difficult to mix. When someone you love is involved, emotions naturally become stronger. But business requires patience, communication, and sometimes being able to hear things you do not like without reacting immediately. Swurv's intentions may have been to protect Trina, but the result created even more tension. And for Trina, she is in a position where she has to balance being a wife and also being an artist with business relationships. Those two worlds are not always going to work the same way. At the end of the day, Jullian wanted to stand on his position. Swurv wanted respect for Trina, and Trina was caught in the middle trying to deal with both sides. This whole situation on Love and Hip Hop, Miami Season 7 showed how quickly a business conversation can turn personal. The biggest question now is whether Trina and Jullian can move forward professionally or if the tension with Swurv created even more damage. Because sometimes the person trying to defend, you can accidentally make the situation harder to fix.